What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is July 22nd. It's Monday. Time for a little sports talk Monday with your boys. Come in this a little something we're doing in the off season, not for much longer. As we're running a little short on content.
Right, this may be the last one.
This may be the last one because we're back at camp this week. Rookies reported on Thursday morning, last Thursday. And the veterans report, I want to say tomorrow. And then so from this point out, I don't think we'll be doing a lot of we'll mix in all sports content into the discussions. But I mean, you know how we do. We're easy going. We kind of talk about anything and everything. So cheers to tonight. Rocking some Bondstone Double Oak tonight for me. Pretty good. Dev, you always ask me where these things are brewed, or excuse me, distilled. This one's distilled in Harrodsburg, Kentucky.
Yeah, right up the block.
It's 40330.
Yep.
Is the zip code to that one. Mr. Phil has arrived.
You said Harrodsburg?
Harrodsburg.
Yeah, birthplace of Abraham Lincoln, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Shiggity Doug.
They got a place there, I think it's close, called Shakerville. You can go there. They got like the best fucking steaks. It's like Amish people. You can go there and like eat at a restaurant there, man.
Bondstone. So distilled in Abraham Lincoln's hometown. They should put that on the bottle, man.
Let me tell you something right now about Amish people.
They build good fences.
They make the best
houses too.
They make the best furniture.
Yes.
And
also.
They have some of the best like country restaurants ever.
And their poontang is spectacular.
Would not know.
They can't hear me joke about it.
I don't know, man. Don't you know what Rumspringer is? Do you know what Rumspringer is?
Pentecostal, is that close enough?
No, Rumspringer. You ain't seen the movie?
Yeah, I know. I watch Amish, Breaking Amish, man. I used to watch that show.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I didn't learn about Rumspringer till that movie.
When girls out one night was clubbing, that's what happened. She don't want to tell y'all.
That movie Road Trip. You seen it?
Yeah. I've seen that.
That's what I learned about Rumspringer about. Uptown.
It's in every trip where a bunch of white guys go across the country. That whole thing running.
No, it's not. It's not that one. I think I have a different name for it.
Road Trip is a movie I think they did do that. The car broke down.
It's a different movie, but
it's got the same. It's got what's the name Green in it? The other Green from the Spy Who Shagged Me guy, Seth Green.
He's a Amish guy.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, where he fixes the car and shit.
What is that?
He's got that one little chubby guy that's in the office when I would start being good.
It's called Sex Drive.
Sex Drive. That's it.
Sex Drive. Yes. Yeah. There we go.
Funny movie though.
What up, Uptown Dre from YouTube, 1738 comrades. There you go. That's a fine selection you have there, my friend. That's the good stuff, the old Remy. But yeah, we're talking a little all sports today. People are joining up. If you're watching this from Twitter, flip on over to the YouTube, hit that like button for us. We greatly appreciate
that.
It don't cost a thing, just like J-Lo said.
The thing is, all right, like we'll sit here and see like hundreds of people on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on X, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it, watching us, and then we're like, damn, we had 200, 300, 600 people watching us. Then we go look at the YouTube views and like, where'd they go?
Yeah, I don't think
y'all watching us on X, and we appreciate it, but it would really help the algorithm if you go over to YouTube and do it. Please give us a couple minutes.
I'm not complaining. Don't leave unless you got to.
Don't leave.
Yeah.
Don't leave this podcast. Please stay with us tonight.
I need my auto tune. It'll make my falsetto better.
Damn, who sang that song?
Blackstreet.
Blackstreet. There you go. See, it was in my head somewhere. People joining, I'm sorry.
If you take your love away from me, I'll go crazy.
Crazy. There you go. That's what you open up to here.
I used to have that album, man.
That's worth a couple likes in itself.
Everybody had that album. Back when you used to
Everybody
purchase
had that album.
on cue.
Actually, no, here's the thing. The one song that was not on that album, and I wish it had been, was they did a remix to Fix, and they had like ODB and Fishbone and Slash from Guns N' Roses on it.
There are people that think.
You ever hear that remix, Steve?
No.
I don't think so.
It was. You gotta think Fishbone is a black ska band, and then you got ODB, and then you got Slash from Guns N' Roses. It's all on the same track.
Damn.
Yeah.
There are people out there that think Rump Shaker is the greatest song of its era. Like, I think it was the early 2000s or late 90s.
You
Rump
mean
Shaker.
Rex and Effects? Oh yeah.
I mean,
Rex and Effects was
Teddy Riley.
90s.
Yeah, so people say that was like the greatest song of the 90s. There's people out there that say it, man. I'm not one of those people.
It's the horns.
But it's just some people who say, nice people on both sides.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
It's the greatest song, one of the greatest.
That's the greatest ever.
Yes.
Greatest ever. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, we in the pocket tonight. It's Monday, man. It's Monday. Hey, all right, so we're talking some all sports. Let's just kick it right off, man. If I did not see this fight, I saw the highlights of it. Jake Paul fought Mike Perry. I don't know. Did you guys watch any of the fight first?
Actually, it's funny. I saw highlights. Okay, going to throw a name out there. Y'all know who Yes Jules is?
No.
No.
All right.
We're old, man.
Influencer chick, 1 a.m. music, beautiful ass. But anyway. Okay. Great ass. Might be with the best ever. She basically, most of the fight she captured on Snapchat. She was like 2 rows from the front. So I'm sitting there watching most of the fight off of her Snapchat, right? And it wasn't live streamed. She showed it. It was like the next day. And yeah it was interesting because you really kind of got that if you're in the arena kind of feel for it. You know, no commentary, nothing. You just heard crowd reactions and you saw the fight. So,
yeah, well, he beat Mike Perry. If you know Mike Perry, he's a
bare knuckle guy.
Yeah, bare knuckle guy. There was rumors that there was like a 30-pound difference in weight. Jake says it was only a 10-pound difference in weight.
Yeah, it was. Both of them looked pretty thick.
It just that I think Jake looked way just bigger because he was just a bigger dude. Yeah,
it was a height because Mike Perry looked stockier than Jake.
Yeah,
like he looked like a fire hydrant. And sometimes those are the dudes you don't want to fight.
Yeah,
look like a fire hydrant, man.
But I mean, we talked about this on our we did our top 5 dirt bags, and Jake Paul, the Paul brothers were one of mine just because some people say it's good for the sports, people not. He continues to fight has-beens. He continues to fight. If he fights a pure boxer, has he fought a pure boxer? If he has, they've probably been in like these
he lost.
Yeah, exactly.
He fought too.
Yeah, Tommy
Mayweather. You want Mayweather?
So when will he, I guess the second he fights of someone his equal skill is the second he stops being relevant. I think he's going to lose, and then it's going to be, and then the people. Okay, then it's not funny when you're just another boxer. You know what I mean? At that point, so if I'm Jake Paul, I don't stop doing this gimmick of fighting the non-traditional fights. Why would you? If you're him, why would you? What incentive do you have to fight a normal boxing fight? There's no incentive. Is there? I can't think of anything. Wow. Keep fighting these gimmick fights, man. That's all I'm saying. Keep fighting the gimmick fights.
I mean, he's getting the bag.
Yeah.
I wish Kimbo Slice was still alive.
Kimbo?
Yeah, I would watch that one.
Yeah, he would be pretty good. Kimbo would be fun. But the funny part is if you know Conor McGregor, who was also on my top 5 dirt bags. So it's funny that one of my dirt bags had something else to say about another one of my dirt bags. It was pretty funny. So he chimed in and said it. I don't know. Let me zoom in here real quick for y'all. My Zoom button's not working. That's okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. For the audio crowd, Conor McGregor tweeted this after the fight. 115 on Saturday. Jake Paul's the biggest piss bag I've ever seen in my life. Should I say this with an accent? 40-pound weight difference, juiced out of his head and still shitting himself there. Nikisa, you should take him to Vegas. Oh, that's right. You could never. The athletic commission testing, real fighting. So what he's talking about is drug testing, because there's rumors that Jake Paul's juiced out of his mind.
Yeah,
Bitch asses. You could
that.
never. And then calling out 60-year-old Mike Tyson, fresh off of in-flight medical emergency. I swear to God, a fat can of bitch piss, most valuable piss bag.
they just setting up a fight, bro.
I think Conor McGregor will end up fighting Jake Paul.
His ass would beat up in that ring
But
boxing.
this is fantastic. This is what I want to see.
Here's the thing: Conor McGregor would have to gain a lot of weight. He does not walk around.
He would.
All right, well, it don't matter. They don't test you. What he said. Remember?
Well, he's probably a $120. He probably fought at what, 125?
Conor? No, he fought at 140.
140. Okay. But if Jake came into this fight at 220, 212, that's a.
Yeah, Jake Paul's only loss.
Now, if he agrees to fight Conor MMA, weight irregardless, bro, that would be insane.
You know what you know what the best thing about Conor McGregor is his inability to cuss in English very well. Like, you fat can of bitch piss. What the fuck is that,
dude?
Bro?
That's next level cursing.
He mixes cuss words up like you're a mother asshole and shit.
The Irish do that shit, right? They curse in different ways than we do.
Suck a bitch or something. They just let's make up some cuss words. Today we're going to dedicate all our cuss words to the Irish. Like, I would just tell you, go suck somebody's motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I knew somebody who wasn't American, right?
Eat an ass.
And she once told me, she says, I don't understand why people say go fuck yourself. She says, fucking yourself is pleasurable. I would think it'd be go shit yourself. That's not pleasurable. Yeah. I said, that depends on who you talk to.
Some people pay for that extra for that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I like it. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy Lee Patterson checking in. Appreciate it. Yeah, Dre, that shit was funny. Yam, what's up, Yam? Says as soon as he takes a loss, he will retire. That's what I'm saying. He can't. He has to keep this gimmick up, or else.
He already took a loss though.
Yeah, but that was early on.
No, how old? Tommy Fury was like last year.
Was it last year?
It don't matter.
The last 2 years.
That dude's gonna be all right.
Dude, Michael Jai White versus Jake Paul. That'd be pretty nice, man. It'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, it was February of 2023. He lost to Tommy Fury.
Yeah, I would. I would pay to see that for reals.
Yeah, I would. Michael Jai White would fuck him up.
Well,
how many times have we said that?
Is it boxing? Is it just boxing?
Michael Jai White.
He's a martial artist.
But you understand. Michael Jai White's hand speed and defense with his hands is what he excels at.
Yeah.
He's not so much a kicker. He's a puncher and a blocker. He may have, then again, he's not a natural boxer. Look, here's the thing about Jake Paul. He trains to box. That's all he does.
Yeah.
Right? And here's the thing. I know a lot of people hate him. I still say that he is a middle-of-the-road cruiserweight to heavyweight, right? He's not terrible. He is obviously a decent boxer. I would like to see him fight more pro boxers because I think that he could beat a good number of them because he gets the best training. He can afford the best training, right?
Yeah.
They have kicked, and you know what?
When that's all you have to do in life.
I'm giving him a lot of credit. I'm not a huge fan of the Paul brothers, but I give both of them credit. They each went into an avenue that they did not grow up doing, but busted their ass to become, pretty good at it. Logan is a pretty damn good professional wrestler. Dude can work.
Yeah, he has that stage presence, that a wrestler needs. You're an entertainer, right? You're not just there to fight.
He does. He actually can work
in crowd.
But in ring, he could take bumps, and he's taking nasty bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always worried that
the typical celebrity who goes in there and kind of falls over. No, he works like he's just one of the guys there. He works like a Randy Orton. He works like a Kevin Owens. He works like a Sami Zayn. He works like an LA Knight. I can name them all. He works just like them. There's no taking it easy on him because he's Logan Paul. And because of that, and because of the fact that I've watched Jake Paul actually become a boxer, I'm like, you know what? Y'all may do things that piss people off, may do things I look at and go, God, that's terrible. But I have to give them credit because you did not come up doing any of this. But you went in and put in so much more effort to become good at what you do. Logan more than Jake, actually, because we haven't seen Jake face real boxing competition. I've seen Logan in top tier matches in WWE, and he's held his own. You know, so
yeah, I'm less than a casual wrestler. I agree. He's definitely good at that.
You don't have to. When you're rich, like them, and young, you have a tendency not to bust your ass. They went and did it twice as hard. I got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, but it's entertainment. At the end of the day, it's entertainment, and he's going to do this again with Tyson, right? So now the Tyson fight is official.
November.
So here we go. It's November. And what happened with Mike Perry?
Mike Perry got fired by Conor McGregor from Conor's bare knuckle boxing league.
There you go.
Because he didn't beat Jake.
He did
Conor
not
ain't taking that shit.
Yep. Yam says he'll retire when he gets his ass beat bad or knocked out. Dre says once Paul get hit with some shit, it's inevitable. It's a wrap for his career. Man, so I would love to know what these contracts look like. Is there a you must go 6 rounds, you cannot be knocked out? Like, it just makes you wonder, is there any manipulation of the actual fight?
Nah, man. You think ain't nobody trying to go in there and get knocked out by that dude, man.
Dude, Tyson or
no one's trying to go in there and get knocked out by Jake Paul. Now they all want to beat that dude up. They just can't do it, man.
You know,
man. No, but here's the thing, man. If anybody with they're athletes, number one, right? So if you train for something for 7 years, you're going to be better than someone who doesn't train it by default.
Of course,
like I can't go in there and beat no boxer up in a boxing match. I don't know the boxing correct way to move and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm with you.
So he's going to beat anyone that's not qualified, bro. And he's athletic enough and got a heavy enough hand to land some qualified fighters. All you have to do is land one. He's heavy enough. All you got to do is land one, man.
And he's in good shape, too. He's in great shape.
That's why I said, man, you put a 60-year-old Mike Tyson out there, dog. Mike Tyson's been knocked out by the last 3 guys he's actually fought, not counting the Roy Jones exhibition, bro. So if I'm saying, if that big old strong white boy hits him, man, he could go. And I'm rooting for Mike. Don't get it twisted. I'm rooting for Mike. Yeah. But if he hits a 60-year-old man, dog, come on, man. Just be serious.
Hit him. All you have to do is hit him right. Look.
Yeah.
Look,
bad things.
All right. So I'm someone who will sit there, right? I will sit here and put Lennox Lewis easily in my top 5 heavyweights of all time. His one loss.
Fighting Butterbean.
His one loss was against Oliver McCall. And it's because McCall just happened to dodge a punch and caught him right on the point of the chin. Now, the ref did call it early because Lewis was up and he's just like, oh, no, technical knockout. He can't get on. I'm like, dude looks like he can fight. But anyway, that happens. But still, McCall put him down very quickly. It was like, and Lewis was winning the fight, but he missed the right hand, and McCall fired back with a counter and caught him right there on the point of the chin. Man, that's all it takes.
If a trained boxer hits you, dog, and he's 7 years of training is a trained boxer. Don't get it fucking twisted. If a trained boxer, it's a heavyweight, hits you, dog, if he can knock you out, bro. Not saying he will. I'm just saying Mike Tyson's been knocked out by lesser fighters, bro. Everybody that's knocked Mike Tyson out has been a lesser fighter.
We're coming up on a comment, by the way, that I'm going to piss off our entire African American contingent.
Yam says, I'll never forgive Logan for his Japan bullshit that inspired copycats to this day. Marcus checking in saying, I was watching Louisville basketball tournament. Louisville won the game. There you go. Dre says, Deontay Wilder versus Jake Paul. That would be hilarious. Deontay Wilder's about like 37.
I think Jake Paul's got more than a chance against Deontay Wilder. And I know somewhere Rod's going to turn on this podcast because I said Deontay Wilder's name in a negative way. But Deontay is not a technically skilled boxer. He's a heavy hitter. But when he faces somebody who's got better technique, he struggles. Why do you think he had problems with Tyson Fury? Because Tyson Fury was a better boxer, right?
Not only that,
Not a
his chin.
heavier puncher, but a better boxer.
I mean, he 43-4.
Yeah,
43 and 43.
All
And
four of them been knockouts.
Let's be real. Let's be real. The heavyweight boxing landscape has been absolute shit. It started with the Klitschko's, right? Because there was nobody else to take them on, and nobody was going to. So it got lazy. And when the Klitschko's were running things, heavyweight boxing just began to suck because all the good boxers had retired, and all the young boxers were not heavyweights.
Yeah.
So.
Got it. All right.
Klitschko's, by the way, I'm not a fan of them. Hate the boxing style.
Klitschko's. Hey, Olympics are coming up this week. Paris 2024. They're here. They start on, I want to say, Friday. And just a little fun nugget. I didn't. Oh shoot! Just maybe close all my stupid windows. I'll have to pull them back up. Do you guys know all of the events that are actually happening in the Olympics? Have you seen the actual sport list? Because it's kind of crazy.
I know breakdancing is on there. It's just
so listen to these events. All right, I will. I'll go over a little bit with you, but 3-on-3 basketball, archery, artistic gymnastics, swimming, athletics, badminton, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, breaking, Dev. I didn't know breaking was an actual Olympic sport. And listen, when I say breaking, I mean break dancing is an Olympic sport. That's crazy that's a sport. That's wild.
Breaking 3, Olympic Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. I dancing on the ceiling, man.
Oh, what a feeling.
No, not that one.
BMX freestyle, BMX racing, mountain bike, cycling road, cycling track, diving, equestrian, fencing, football, which is soccer, golf, handball, hockey, judo, marathon swimming, pentathlon, gymnastics, rowing, rugby 7, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, climbing, surfing, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, trampoline, gymnastics, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling. But the breaking one, that gets me, dude. I didn't know that. So I guess my question to you of all, and you guys in the chat watching this, what sports do spark your interest that you actually might want to check out? Like for me, it's breaking. Like I didn't even know that's a thing. And I always love watching taekwondo. Those are the two that I.
Here's the thing, and this is gonna piss people off. The Americans are not going to get a gold medal in breaking. It's going to be some Japanese kid.
It's going to be Japanese white. It's just Japanese people and white guys, anyways, man. No.
Hey, man, the poppin' locks from LA, dude. They don't get no love. Poppin' locks.
I'm talking about in the contest. There ain't no black teams in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, Michael Underwood, what's up? Thanks for popping in, man. We appreciate you. Marcus Edelin says men's Olympic basketball team will have problems winning the gold. So yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that in a second, Marcus. Hold that thought. But just going back to what are there any other Olympic sports that it might be kind of interesting to you guys to watch?
Hey, is rifle shooting, whatever it is. What's that? Archery.
Archery's on there.
Okay, so I always watch basketball, boxing.
I don't watch boxing. I don't like watching damn things on their head. It's stupid.
It is, but you usually will see one or two guys who are going to be the future. So I always like to see, whenever somebody's got a lot of hype around them, I want to watch them. I want to see what they do on a big stage. Now, I am a sucker for gymnastics.
Bet you are, pervert. No, I was joking.
No, Libby Dunn. I don't know if I can watch. I'm kidding.
She's not in it.
No, she's not in it.
Is what's her name in it?
Simone Biles.
Yeah, she's in it. I'm watching it. She's in it now. She's dope.
Yeah, no, because I like seeing people do shit that I could never do. Right?
Why is it?
That is I could never do anything gymnastic. Right?
Why isn't that Dunn girl in there?
I just don't think she went to the team. I think she's still at LSU. I don't know why she didn't.
Yeah, she's a professional. Maybe that's the reason why.
No. She's not professional.
Oh,
And it doesn't matter because you can do professionals in the Olympics now. But who's also the girl from what was it, UCLA or USC? I can't remember, but she's got like shit tons of attitude when she's on there.
Oh yeah, the one that was in the Michigan rape stuff situation.
No. The
one that had the little walk that everybody knew back in the shit. Michaela, what's her name? Michaela?
Not Michaela Maroney. That was 2008.
I was just Chrissy Yamaguchi. I'm just naming out Olympians. Dominique Dawes, and she's out there.
Dominique Dawes, by the way, she's
Jackie Joyner Kersey. I'm just naming Olympians. I don't even know what they do now.
Shout out to Dominique Dawes, DMV local.
Shoot, most of the swimmers are from Montgomery County, Maryland. Montgomery County produces all kinds of swimmers, man. Marcus says women's basketball and martial arts. Dre says let's have a graffiti art style and culture. There you go. Go. Jimmy Lee says curling. That's the one where they're on the ice.
Here it is. Caitlin Ohashi.
Oh yeah. That's the one that got kicked out of there.
She's a 6-time All-American. I don't know how she has not been to the Olympics. Like, how have you not gone to the Olympics when you're a 6-time All-American in gymnastics?
For what country?
United States. Oh, wait a minute. She's 27 now. That's probably why.
Probably out of her window. There you go. Yam says there'll probably be a Korean to win breakdancing. They're obsessed with it over there. Japan is more into like b-boy, pop and locking, J-pop's down dancing.
100% going to be somebody Asian going to win this one.
Hey, I want to watch it, man.
Yeah.
Cody, Hog on the Mountain from Twitter on X. Appreciate you stopping by. Says, evening, lads. I'm hanging out with Command This in the backyard, even though it's 97 degrees. And then the news, my in-laws are staying with us for the next few days. So is that going to be when we go to the end of the show and what's good in your life? Will that be your your thing? I love my in-laws, by the way. So I know not everyone does, but
me too. I like
this chick retired.
When I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago, it was 116 degrees, bro. That ain't shit.
Shoulder surgery.
At night, it was 111.
Hey, man, that's Kuwait. That's Iraq. It's like hair dryer hot, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of ladies gymnastics. It's one of the most popular sports at the Olympics. So you see that stuff all the time, you know. Yeah. And let's be real. Women's gymnastics always gets it always gets more hype. So you see, like I remember seeing Caitlin Ohashi reels all over my damn feed.
Freaky ass nigga, you're a freaky ass guy. Freaky ass.
He a fan. She's
in her 20s, all right.
I don't like to watch because
don't you try to turn me into Drake now.
Or yes.
We have a friend who defends Drake, and I leave him alone.
Well, on that note,
we're co-host of this pod.
Speaking of Olympic teams, the U.S. men beat South Sudan by the hair of their chins.
Got by like 14 at halftime.
If you haven't seen it, you need to go find it. You need to go watch it. Okay, they barely beat South Sudan 101-100. Okay, and they barely beat Germany today. So how do you let someone like South Sudan, who has no one, and here we are, have the greatest assembled, basketball players in the world,
because we don't anymore,
and we can't beat South Sudan? We barely beat South Sudan. It's crazy. So how are they going to beat the other teams that actually have NBA players on them? That's my question.
Bribery.
That wouldn't surprise me. So USA has to
reach into his pockets.
They're playing on July 28th. They're playing Serbia. On July 31st, they're playing South Sudan again, and August 3rd, they're playing Puerto Rico. And then it goes to Paris the first week of August, August 6th, August 8th, and then August 10th. So, 101-100, guys.
Old man Bronny is going to reach into his pockets.
He wills them to win, wills them to victory. That's what he did.
We'll call it that.
You can't bribe the rim.
He lowers his head and finds his way to the basket and uses his left arm to block while he's doing it, and it works every time. No one can stop it.
European rules, dog.
Hold on. I'm going to shoot him a little bit of bail on that. Jordan mastered that shit. Trust me.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
I used to do that playing basketball, and people are like, "Why are you throwing stiff arms?" I'm like, Jordan does it.
He's too big and too strong to stop it. I mean, you can't stop it. It's not illegal as long as you're not charging.
The greatest basketball player only because he played on Jordan 1s. That took some skill. Them motherfuckers is terrible to wear.
I don't know.
I bet you his were customized just a little differently.
Probably so. I mean, you think? I think so. Let me see if we have a little clip of LeBron making the final basket over South Sudan. I think we can probably churn one up here real quick.
LeBron fans will play this 20 years into the future. He saved the Olympic team against South Sudan.
He did it against Germany too. Did you guys see the Germany one?
No, I
didn't. 44 seconds.
Why do we suck all of a sudden?
I don't know. Here, I'll show you the Germany.
We got a bunch of individual players, bro.
Yeah.
Well, this now you're getting into why I'm not a big fan of the modern NBA, especially in the regular season. Just with individual players.
Here's LeBron taking over for the last minute and 30 seconds. It's not a minute and 30 seconds long. It's a three.
3-point line's closer.
Looking wide ass open. Jeez.
3-point line's closer in this league.
Oh God! Listen to the inspirational music.
Bill, that's what I was talking about. You see his left hand, just nonstop. Hold it out.
That pickup game because I'm not LeBron.
You might be able to do it in the post. I don't know. Like there's no goaltending. I think is there like
no goaltending?
That's some weird shit. I think, man.
You can travel. Apparently, in the NBA, you can travel.
I think there's like a crazy goaltending rule in the paint or some shit like that.
Yo, Bron's getting a little thin in the back.
All right, we ain't gonna share that no more. That's enough. But hey, if LeBron wills us to a gold medal, I'm all for it, man. I don't hate LeBron. I love what he's doing. It just I expect more from having the best players in the world. And for it to come down to 100, 101, are they taking it easy? I didn't watch the game, so I don't have context. I rely on you guys in the chat.
Or your boy Luka and Jokic. So I don't know about
the best playing for Serbia and Croatia.
I'm saying we got the best players. We don't. The best players are those two and Giannis.
You know about the one game the original Dream Team lost, right?
It was against the secondary team, right?
The bunch of college all-stars.
Yeah.
Bobby Hurley and
Greenwell. Sure was. And then I think I learned about that during that Michael Jordan documentary. If I'm not mistaken.
I learned about that during a documentary about the Dream Team that came out before.
Or maybe that's what it was. And they almost didn't want the cameras in there.
No, they turned off the scoreboard.
Okay, there you go. Because it would have been embarrassing. And the press conference was kind of awkward afterwards. But Yeb says the OG Dream Team woke up the world of basketball. Look at how many international players in the NBA. Even if not in the NBA, other big leagues in other countries, Europe and Asia love basketball. They sure do.
Can I ask a question? You have all these leagues, right? And they have similar rules of basketball. Why is it that whenever you see the stats of some guy we draft in Europe and he's like the next great player, and you look at his stats, he played for, Sarajevo in the Yugoslavian league, and he averaged 6 points a game. He's gonna be the next great thing. I'm like, how are you the next great thing who scored 6 points a game?
They play a different style of offense. They play a team-oriented ball game, man. They don't have a lot of pick and roll and one-on-one stuff, man. They don't have a lot of this.
Ronnie averaged like 3.2, man.
He rises to the top, Dev. Jordan still scored 31 plus points a game in the triangle offense.
Yeah, but he also shot 20 times. They don't shoot maybe 6 to 10 times a game, bro, like the best players. They don't do that. They don't have volume scores. The big men all can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're stretch five is what they are.
Out of Europe. Have you ever seen a great rebounder come out of Europe? Like a truly great.
Yeah, wnba, I guess.
Yeah,
for 7'5".
Yeah.
Jimmy says, "You sure as hell knew LeBron ain't gonna lace a jumper at the buzzer." He's not really known for that.
The only thing Bron laces is his fronts.
Marcus says Carrick Jones, who Dev should know, used to play for Louisville and had a triple double for South Sudan. I saw that. I think he had like 15 points. Like he was up there, man.
Louisville legend.
Yeah, he's a Louisville legend. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is he in the NBA?
South Sudanese legend.
Oh, so he played at Louisville and then just kind of bowed out or something, I'm guessing?
Nah, I don't think about that. I just didn't get drafted.
Didn't get drafted? Okay. Well, either way, funny stuff. And just like this other story, moving on with the Olympic sports, so we talked about our men's team barely squeezing by. They're on their way to France. A Japanese gymnast. If you're not following this story.
Hold
on. I'd be remiss if I didn't. Or put on my hat, Dev.
All I'm saying is I'm glad it wasn't no niggas that got in trouble and set us backwards.
But this was a self-inflicted punishment. She was the captain of the Japanese gymnastics team. Yeah, it wasn't the Olympic Committee. It was the team that did it. Her own team. She was sent home from France. She's not going to participate in Olympic Games. She broke a team ban, the Japanese gymnastics team ban on smoking and drinking alcohol. Shoko Miyata, she's 19. She was the captain of Japan's artistic gymnastics team.
Man, they're probably gonna stone that chick when she get home.
They were training in Monaco.
And you can smoke.
She got to perform seppuku.
Seppuku. You gonna second her, Dev?
You have brought this honor to the country.
It would be an honor. Hey, Crimson Sky, man. Just call Crimson Sky.
Crimson Sky, man.
Shogun.
So got a lot of Emmy nominations, by the way.
Yeah, you did. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, could probably give us a little insight on this one, but I'm guessing. I don't know if smoking and drinking is like. I don't know why that was such a terrible rule. Are they that disciplined? Is it, you know what I mean? It's not illegal. You're not.
It's a team rule and everybody's supposed to do it.
I get it. And that's all I'm trying to ask for. Is it really linked to something like that? Or is it something different? Yes, but 100% Japan, it's looked wholeheartely as a team game and not an individual.
Oh, basketball.
So now they have to find a replacement captain. If she was captain, she was probably pretty damn good. But I'm guessing they probably have.
Right. I wonder if it's weed, because weed is weed is really, really, really illegal in Japan, right? Like it's like you go to jail for that shit.
I don't know.
Like here in the good old US of A.
He also said, look up Japanese youth basketball games on YouTube. Kids making half-court shots, deep threes, layups, regulation height baskets. Kids who never stop moving and running. That's what we call high motors. They never stop. Dre wants to see USA and France in the finals. That's probably where a lot of good French basketball players come out in the NBA. But Japanese gymnast, man. 19 is underage, according to Yam, for both smoking and drinking in Japan. She violated the team code of conduct. So it was an investigation. She confirmed, she didn't deny it. It's been decided that she will withdraw from the Olympics. The Japanese Gymnast Association Secretary General told reporters in Tokyo.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Here's the thing. I admire a lot of things about Japanese culture. I love the weird duality, right? It's 19 is underage for smoking and drinking. It is in this country too, because we're dumb. Should be 18 for everything. That's just me. Anyway. Yeah. 19 is underage for smoking and drinking in Japan, even though she's not in Japan. But they have this weird thing where it's like, we have honor and like there's an earthquake and everybody orderly in a single file line, leave slowly, right? Like everything's real orderly and respectful and all that. And yet you could buy like used women's underwear from dispensing machines and read hentai porn on the subway and no one bats an eye.
Yeah, you can butt fuck a Pokemon.
A wonderful mishmash of order and debauchery, and I love it because it's so. It really is 50% righteousness and 50% ratchetness.
It's like you can literally.
And Yam's about to get in these comments and correct me, I'm sure.
You can literally butt fuck a Pokemon in Japan, dog, but you can't even sell pubic hair on the porn channels. That's the weirdest shit ever, but it's just and by the way, they banned Pornhub from Kentucky.
Pokemon?
You can't watch Pornhub in Kentucky no more, just like you know that.
Yeah, they did it. I heard they did it in Virginia too. Just get a VPN, man. You straight.
Yeah, like an adult. Jerk off like an adult, America.
Tia, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We're just talking a little bit of all sports here.
We're telling people to jerk off like an adult, Natia.
Yes. Yam says if you're caught with enough drugs,
is that your jerk off sound? That's kind of a weird sound effect to play.
No, it was just next to the Pornhub button, so I just hit it. Yam says if you're caught with enough drugs, they think you're distributing.
What's enough drugs?
You can get the death penalty in Japan from drugs, is what he's saying.
I'd be dead by now in Japan. I'd have to perform Superco, whatever it's called.
Phil Yam says the used underwear thing, while it's true, is super niche. It's one vending machine in the red light districts of a place like Tokyo or something.
But it still exists.
Does that like shame you when you walk into the machine? Because I feel like if I went to Japan, I have to go to the machine now and buy some drawers just because say I've done it, been there and seen it. You know what I'm saying? I would never open them up. I leave it in the little fucking plastic ball that comes out of the machine. But it would be weird to do it.
Jimmy Lee says the last Olympics was in Japan. The reason Simone Biles dropped out because she takes Ritalin, which is a banned drug.
I thought she dropped because she got the yips. And
it
was the mental health thing too, and that's what the coach was saying. Is this Masumi Harada?
Yeah, she got the yips.
Coach, she was dealing with a lot of pressure of competing at these games, and it says they're going to compete with 4 people instead of 5 for this event. They're not going to find a replacement. That's crazy.
You only need 4. You get 4 in a replacement. So literally, they're just putting a replacement in.
I didn't know they still made Ritalin.
No, it says they're only going to compete with 4 is what it says.
No, your team is 4 people.
Oh, so they already had a replacement. Now they just don't have a replacement. They're just rolling with one deep, no subs.
I'm pretty sure, unless things have changed.
Okay.
I'm not so much of a fan, Jimmy, that I know all the rule changes. But
Ritalin.
I didn't know Ritalin was still being prescribed. I thought they moved up to other stuff. That's like an old medicine. It's like some stuff we had in elementary. I'm
sure the technology has gotten better since then.
Yeah, they have
a plastic egg thing and kind of have a picture of a girl supposedly warm. We all know it's probably worn by a dude, so it don't even matter. Quick article, sprinkling a little bit of Commanders. Talking about Caleb versus Jayden. We kind of talked about it at the last Thursday Commanders live stream where what's his name? The guy that Booger McFarland came out and said that he thinks Jayden Daniels will be better than Caleb Williams before the year. Kind of like CJ Stroud got by the end of the year was way better and more outperforming Bryce Young as a number 1 pick. So there's another sports commentary on ESPN's Get Up, Kimberly Martin. And she actually says, I think in Washington, you have a situation where we've reset the culture and we're looking for a future. I think that's easier situation than to be in Chicago. And I don't know about that because Chicago was 7-9. They were already a pretty good team. They just had Justin Fields as a quarterback.
Justin Fields was the reason they won him 7 games.
Yeah, but he
was out the first part of the season.
But he was also the reason they didn't win a lot of games because he was throwing for like 100 yards a game. You know what I mean? Like, So they were a pretty decent team, and they had a number 1 pick because of the trade they did with Carolina last year. So just to see Jayden Daniels getting the national level respect is something. It's pretty cool, and because this is all sports, we're comparing with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had all the hype coming out, the unanimous first-round pick, and for people to start saying that our boy at number 2 could potentially be better, come on, you can't ask for anything better than that. Like, it's not overblown, it's not out of proportion, it's not. Jayden has done nothing to be over the top. He's just showing up and performing.
Jayden Daniels has been nothing short of a model citizen.
Exactly. Not a Robert Griffin. Not a, it's opposite of Robert Griffin.
I will say this. The last time this happened and we were involved, it was literally a case of it was Robert Griffin and Andrew Luck. There were analysts and all that said that they believed that Robert Griffin could have been better than Andrew Luck.
Yep.
Now, granted, not exactly how it turned out, but actually, I always found that turned out kind of weird. Both careers were cut short.
Yeah,
sure were.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a friend about that too. There's a lot of these. Carson Wentz is another one you thought, after that 1 year he had, oh my God, this guy's going to be a problem forever. Next year he got hurt. Kerrigan hit him in the neck, and it was over.
Broke his back. Never
Yeah.
recovered, man. Never
Yeah.
recovered, dude.
It could happen. We've seen this. We've seen the kid Watson have that one magic year for Texans, and then I went to shit. We've seen Case Keenum have a magic year for the Minnesota Vikings. I went to shit. I mean, it happens, bro.
Because Diggs left. Going back to what Yim said, most tasty food in Japan came from vending machines. That's like their thing. That and 7-Eleven convenience store foods are like
Lawson Station, baby. I know about Lawson Station.
I watch YouTube channels of people who like these are actually Americans or English people who live in Japan, and they just go to different convenience stores and show you all the good food, man. It's fascinating. Really, really cool. Dre said Ty Lawson got caught in the strip joint over there. Talking wild over there.
What's wrong with going to the strip joint?
I mean, he said talking wild. So, I mean, hey, these other countries, they have different rules. Look at Brittany Griner. Like, everything is different than in the United States, man. You just got to mind your P's and Q's and just be careful. I think that's the moral of the story.
When in Rome.
Yim says he still likes Justin Fields. He thinks he can have a bit of a bounce back kind of. Yeah, if Russell Wilson falters.
You guys are shit the bed to lose his job.
I mean, Russell Wilson's still the first ballot Hall of Famer, so there's nothing.
Kick return this year.
Yeah, Justin Fields playing kick returner, man. You never know. You got to get on the field any way you can. That's the thing. Get on the field any way you can. Yam says all convenience store food is good and great for the most. Great for the most part. He's preferred Lawson, but 7-Eleven has a lot of good food too. 7-Eleven egg salad sandwiches is apparently like the favorite on all these YouTubers in Japan. But
we got a Hooks, the chicken's fire. We got a Buc-ee's, by the way. So
there you go.
Eat ass.
Buc-ee's.
We about to have a Buc-ee's literally about 20 miles from me.
It's like 5 miles.
It's on my commute to work. I am going to lose so much money.
Waiting in line to get to that.
Okay, so we talked some Jayden versus Caleb. We'll have more to talk about Thursday about the Commanders, and NFL Top 100 just dropped. We'll put it this way: one of our persons is on there so far. So, and a former person also made it as well.
Much to Dev's chagrin.
Yes. Montez made it, but Yam says I got a feeling Russell Wilson is going to show out. I think he will too, man. He's in a revamped system. I've always liked Russ. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he'll be fine. Yam says nowhere in the U.S. Now here in the U.S. I like Wawa and Sheets, but I haven't tried it. Oh, Royal Farms, man, chicken at Royal Farms, bro. You can't beat the fried chicken at Rofo, dude.
Wawa's a half step down. Wawa probably has healthier food.
They have the MTOs from Wawa. The made-to-order sandwiches from Wawa are
they got brisket.
Sheets. Sorry, not Wawa.
You ain't eating brisket from Buc-ee's. You ain't beating that.
Buc-ee's brisket
beef jerky.
Amazing.
Yes. Okay, Dev. This one I kind of pointed out just for you. So I found a little graphic about Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, and the one rule here, Dev, is you can't bring up Lamar Jackson. Because this has nothing to do with Lamar Jackson. But I'm going to show this anyways. And I want to get your opinion because this graphic kind of says a lot. I'll just let you guys, it's open to interpretation. I'll put it that way. And if you're seeing this now, the last 4 seasons is the title of this graphic. Josh Allen's 48-18. Mahomes is 50-15. And he has 3 Super Bowls. But total yardage, Josh Allen 20,010. Mahomes 20,448. Total touchdowns, Allen has 173. Mahomes has 151. Turnovers, Allen has 75. Mahomes has 54. But if you look at the Hall of Fame and All Pros that Mahomes has versus what Josh Allen had, it's just Stephon Diggs. So on the other side, I don't even know who half these people are. Of the people, this is just his offense apparently. So I just thought I'd bring this up for discussion and ask you guys and in the chat if you think there's any merit to what this graphic says. Is that Josh Allen's always considered overrated, but Mahomes is the GOAT. When you look at the numbers, they're very similar, but when you look at supporting cast, and I guess it kind of goes back to your Lamar Jackson, comparison to them. I guess you could kind of throw that in here, but it does this graphic resonate with either of you?
If they're gonna put Hill on there, you gotta put Cole on there because he was all pro with the Bills the year he was with them.
All pro?
He definitely was. Look that up. Facts.
I do want to look that up because I didn't know.
He was all pro the year he played for them. So you have to bring that up. Also, he's had better.
Oh,
defensive players.
second team All Pro.
Still All Pro, nigga. That's still All Pro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm guessing maybe.
I don't think Allen's been a first team All Pro. You know what I'm saying? So, but nonetheless, yeah. I mean, you also have to look at Allen. Probably throws 40 times a game. Probably throws at least 30 times a game for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what the attempts look like over this 4-year span, but the record is damned close. It's a 2-game swing.
Yeah.
2.5. Sorry, 2.5 game swing.
Record wise, man, Allen as a complete teams probably have more talent. Like, but if you look at this graphic right here, you're looking at more like top end talent. Yeah, they haven't had a Hill or any of those guys, but those are like all the meat and potatoes guys. The Bills have always had better teams, man. They've had way better defensive players on both sides of the ball. I mean, defensive players.
Maybe
better. There's not really any top receivers for Kansas City except for if Kelsey's the tight end. You don't really have receivers that have gaudy yards too.
Yeah, I think a lot of them were offensive. He's had pretty good offensive linemen.
Yeah, both of them have some pretty good offensive linemen. I mean,
and of course, Andy Reid is just a cheat code in his own right.
Until they come play with us. Yeah, I mean, until
they come to Washington. I'm telling you, Mahomes will be a Commander in 15 years. Get your jerseys ready.
He'll be the best quarterback we ever had.
Yam says, I tried to tell people for fears now. Allen's a beast. Mahomes is great too, man. But look at that image. Yeah.
Hey, Allen's nice, dog. I'm not.
Dre just had that turkey from Wawa in downtown DC. Dope. There you go. This is like Marino carrying Miami for so long. Yeah, Marino had like Mark.
Man, he ain't carrying the Bills though. Y'all giving it just because y'all see this graphic don't mean he's out here carrying the Bills. Like
173 total touchdowns in 4 years, dude.
Yeah, he's a baller, man. But he's had some talent on offense, man.
Well, if he's not carrying the Bills, who is carrying?
He's the guy. He's the guy. All the quarterbacks are carrying each other. Mahomes is carrying Kansas City too. I mean, they can't do it.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
So I'm saying he's not like a one man. Like we'll see this year when he has no Pro Bowl receivers, dog. Just some good ones.
I mean, he has Curtis Samuel, so I'll be interested to see how well.
We'll see, and a rookie. We'll see, man. No Pro Bowl running back, no 2 or 3 defensive backs on the Pro Bowl.
Oh, but that actually goes back to the Marino thing. What did Marino never have?
No, I'm just saying
Marino never had a running back.
He's had more. Shit, he had Keith Byers. Yeah, a good running back.
Byers was a receiving back. Keith Byers was a much more effective guy.
They had the other Heath Byers, right? The other one.
No.
That was the Eagles.
You're thinking Heath Sherman. Sherman played with Keith Byers. Yeah, Keith Byers and Terry Kirby, who were both but they were both receiving backs.
There's a receiving offense.
Mark Duper is the only receiver I can think of on
Mark
the
Clayton.
Mark Clayton.
Clayton, sorry, not Duper.
Both of them.
Duper was a Dolphin too. Yeah,
Keith Jackson
and Clayton. Duper was the downfield guy. Clayton was their version of Art Monk. He was more of an intermediate range receiver.
Hey, Mark Clayton from Louisville, by the way.
Buffalo has a pretty good defense.
Sean Merriman and Ray Buchanan from Louisville also. Same backfield too, by the way.
AJ Epinesa, Greg.
Sean Merriman?
Not Sean Marion.
Oh, Marion.
Not Marion. The corner. Sam Madison. I'm sorry, I said Matt.
Wow, that's
Sam Madison. I'm sorry.
Separate names.
Yeah. Sam Madison and Ray Buchanan. I apologize.
2 sack, 2 hills on Buffalo. I'm just going through their depth chart now.
Mark Clayton's another guy who I feel like should be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
As far as offense goes for the Bills this year, I mean, they have L. Collins on the offensive line. I'm not seeing a whole lot of other talent. Mitch Trubisky backing up Allen. James Cook running back. Frank Gore Jr.
Yeah, Marshawn didn't 1 year.
They got DeMar Hamlin still. Tight ends, they have Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. They're pretty strong at the tight end position.
Man, they have some good talent on that team, especially on defense.
Wide receiver, they have Chase Claypool's kind of washed so far, but they did draft Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've heard of none of these receivers except for Curtis Samuel. So yeah, it will be interesting. Mark Valdez-Scantling, who came from Kansas City, but
we're not allowed to bring his name up in this segment, but he's going to be in the Shamar Schmaxson situation. I don't want to say his name, but around Shamar Schmaxson.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what Lamar Jackson's numbers are comparatively.
I think he's going to be in his best offense he's ever in this year. That
Yeah,
read option is gonna be impossible, man. The read option is gonna be impossible. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Him and Henry, and then what's the name? Andrews and Likely out there at tight end. What are you gonna do on a read option? They're gonna run like 35 times a game, bro, as a team.
Yeah. Yam says Allen's got to be the best fantasy football quarterback, and that means a lot because of the rushing touchdowns. Him and Lamar, and actually Lamar, and Jalen.
It's Fields.
Oh yeah, Field was. He wasn't throwing touchdowns, but
he was getting yardage. It basically they tell you you have a top 3 to 5 quarterback if they run for like 500 or 600 yards.
Yeah,
if you rush 500-600 yards, you're gonna get. That's why I'm gonna pick Daniels. I'm letting y'all know now. When is our fantasy?
Yeah. I haven't scheduled it yet. It'll be sometime at the end of August, like it usually is. First week of September, usually like that Labor Day weekend is when we do it.
I can't wait to preseason, bro. I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait, dog. Football's gonna be so dope this year, man. Basketball was dope last year.
Tia says she's got a gut feeling Pat ain't going to the Super Bowl this year. Uptown Dre says Mahomes wins these playoff games, and now he won on the road with inexperience and dropsy wide receivers. Yes, Kadarius Toney to win the chip this season. What has Allen done? And now it's all on him without Diggs. It is, like Dev said, it's going to be a test this year.
Yeah, you're gonna find out.
The tides are changing. Like Lamar Jackson has an offense where he didn't have them before. Allen just has Curtis Samuel and Keon Coleman. That's it. So
Lamar still don't have receivers, but he does have.
Zay Flowers is gonna. I think Zay Flowers.
He's the one. I'm blaming Lamar. He didn't have a good game, but Zay Flowers lost the fucking AFC Championship game, bro. With them drops and celebrating penalties and diving in the end zone and stuff like that. Like those, you take those away, it's a win. Like even as bad as Lamar played, they still would win if you just hang on to the ball, instead of diving in the end zone. We ain't have to. Or you don't celebrate after getting a long third down completion, taking my field goal range, tied at halftime.
Which is totally unnecessary. Like, why?
Dropping the touchdown in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Fumbling like crazy stuff, man. You know, it's just. But he's a rookie. He was a rookie last year, dog. If he takes that next step, if he at least puts up McLaurin stats. Yeah,
but in Dev, Derrick Henry on the Ravens, dude. Come on, like
man, that read out. I'm gonna kick out.
And you still have Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely at tight end. Your receiver core: Aguilar, Bateman, Malik Cunningham, Louisville, Zay Flowers, Deontay Hardy.
He kind of has a quarterback though, but he's moving the receiver.
Yeah, you made the pull, made the change. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yam says Allen has to outplay his own team several times already. Rarely Mahomes has had to do that. This subject is going to be a question when putting in the group. What would Josh Allen look like in Kansas City at the Chiefs? That's a good question.
Man, what would Shamar Smaxton look like?
What would anyone look like on the Chiefs?
I probably like Herbert, just be able to put up a bunch of yards and not do nothing. That's Dan Marino. Y'all looking for Dan Marino? It's Herbert. He's gonna throw for 400 yards a game and not win nothing.
Oh, you think it's that bad, dude?
Man, he's not winning. Even he backdoored his way into one playoff game his whole career. Herbert. Nobody ever talks about that though. He throws 5,000 yards and shit every damn year and doesn't do anything. Never goes to the playoffs. Has 2 Pro Bowl receivers and a Pro Bowl and a 2
still put in the top 5 every year.
Every year. No, I don't think he's in top 5 anymore. I think he's in top 10 for sure.
He's had a couple injuries too, but Jimmy Lee says AFC East has always had one team dominate the division while the rest is trash. Marino owned it for a while, and then it shifted to the Pats, and then now the Bills. And, well, it's good to see because Miami's now good too. So the AFC East is probably one of the best divisions in football.
Yeah, the Bills was winning it whenever Dan Marino was in there. What are you talking about?
Same with the AFC North. The Ravens, Steelers, Bengals. That's another good.
The 4 fucking straight Super Bowls. The Bills were winning when Marino was in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say Bills went to 4 straight.
Yeah.
4 straight. Marv Levy, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed.
Don Beebe.
Don Beebe with the double helmet. Mark Kelsko with the double helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the whole crew.
Castro was the greatest special teams player of all time.
Jets had a few years they challenged the division. Yep.
Gene Boston was a Hall of Fame receiver before he even got there. And then
Miami.
And then you had, you know, God, that defense was insane too.
I was at college backfield with Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas, though, bro.
Oof.
Yeah, how did Oklahoma State not win a national championship with those two in the backfield?
Jesus.
Who knows, man?
Back when you ran the ball in college.
Like Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen.
Yeah, but Bo only played half the year. At least you can say that. But
as you know, not really counting Hard Knocks, but there's with Hard Knocks just produces more New York Giants content, and it's just been funny. So this is kind of an obscure.
I didn't see the last episode, man.
No, it's not really. What I'm about to show you now is an example of sometimes we see it on our own fans cannibalizing ourselves. But this is a tweet I'm showing you from a Giants fan and a very popular. It's one of like a podcast account that has like almost 40,000 followers. It's a really big podcast. It's called Fireside Giants Fact or Fiction, and they post this graphic about Malik Neighbors will break. Fact or fiction? Will Neighbors break OBJ's single franchise receiving yards record for 1,305 yards? So that's what was posted. Yeah, this guy, Online Big Blue Entertainment LLC, says, I'm going to say false since Cruz had 1,536 yards in 2011. But hey, this is why we have been voted the dumbest fan base. This is another Giants content creator, doing to another Giants content creator, because he can't give his facts straight in a post he's trying. And so if you go through this thread, it's really funny. It's them arguing with each other. He's like, you must be a Gen Zer because you take so much offense to this. And everyone's like, oh, you're so mean. You're such an asshole. And the guys, I meant to say rookie season's apologies, but when we think we have bad fans and we're each other, like this is what the Giants are going through right now.
Giants fans are the worst.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, man, this is what they're going through right now. That's all I was trying to say.
Make a chicken wire statue. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was truth. Okay, you're not wrong for that, Dev. But like I said,
there ain't nobody in the Giants fan base or ain't nobody in the Giants history. It's worth a chicken wire statue. Damn it.
Yeah. For Hard Knocks, here's a little bit of coverage and footage. It's getting more. It's still getting exciting. If you haven't watched it, I know Yam said he started watching it, but I'll give you guys a quick little sneak peek coming up here for Hard Knocks.
On the next Hard Knocks,
that guy's a stud on tape. Neighbors got a little dog. Yeah, might be there at 6.
Daniels, have you guys seen enough that you would trade up for him?
Daniels?
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
Bam, mark that. You saw that before, right? Would you trade up for Jayden Daniels? Yes. And then remember we showed this last week when John Mayer was like, "Oh, I'm getting sick thinking about losing Saquon. He's our most popular player."
I got a question. Did he say we have a chance to trade up?
And they wanted to trade up.
Right before he said, did the GM say we have a chance to trade up? Would you trade up?
Because if you had a chance to trade up.
Have you guys seen enough that you would trade up for him? Here, I'll just rewind it here real quick.
Seen enough that you would trade up for him?
Not rewind it farther back.
Daniels, have you guys seen enough that you would trade up for him?
It says, have you seen enough that you would trade up?
I thought they were saying that.
I would.
Yes.
If we are about to pull this deal off, I'm going to have palpitations.
That's what I'm saying.
So they tried. They tried.
But did they try with us or the Bears? I'm curious. It's fun to know.
We don't know. Now, I think they tried with Washington. I'm just
because there was only 2 chances you would have had to get that. Us or the Bears. Did they try? Were we even considering trading back to the Giants?
I'm pretty sure.
We giving up to the Giants?
But we're taking McCarthy.
Well, didn't you see the footage of Adam Peters talking to the the Philadelphia Eagles GM? Did you see that footage? And he was like, "No, dude, get out of here." Like during draft day, the Eagles were trying to make a trade, and he was like, "Fuck you, get out of here," and just like hung up on the guy. You remember that clip? It's buried somewhere, man. I'll try to find it, but. All right, 20 more seconds.
Welcome you to night 1 of the 2024 NFL Draft.
We don't get a quarterback here. We're rolling with Daniel, and we're going to try to get him a weapon. We're good with that?
Yep. Get him a weapon. Ha, ha, ha.
Find out tomorrow night.
Yeah, the next one does come on tomorrow night. So if you haven't, like I said before, if you haven't started watching Hard Knocks, you got to do so, man, because it's entertaining. You can get
adjacent news.
You can glean some insights of what the Giants were thinking. I really got to find that article. But what I really want to show was this clip right here. It was Saquon was very disrespected. He felt very disrespected. This was on the Athletic. So Diana Rossini now has a new podcast on the Athletic that they're just pimping out left and right. But this was Saquon on that show here real quick.
It was over after that phone call, in my opinion.
As soon as he said to go hit the market,
I never in my heart truly believed that they were going to match it, or they only wanted me for a lower price. So like no matter what, I probably wasn't going to go back.
Oh, I love it. Like I love when players finally come clean and not, beat around the bush. Like is what I'm saying. All these things are exposing the Giants for what they are, man. That's all I'm saying, and it's been fantastic. It's been great. I'll never stop getting tired of watching Giants, get hurt.
Be gianting.
Yeah, Giants be gianting, man. They be gianting. And I do have one funny thing to end the show with. Jordan Love's probably going to get his deal too, and Jerry Jones is going to be late to training camp. Cowboys training camp has been delayed because he has a paternity trial that's ongoing right now.
Jerry Jones has a paternity.
Jones has a paternity trial.
Man.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I wonder what woman woke up one day and said, "Hey, man, I'm going to get pregnant by Jerry Jones."
Right.
Like what
world?
And what woman of pregnancy ability age?
I don't
Jerry
know.
Jones, bro.
But Dev, I don't know. I don't know why I thought of you when I found this, but I think I had to play this.
Till you made up your mind, you just wasted my time. You're on time. I find you on time.
Apparently this guy does this on the regular.
Makes that fucking car though.
Makes video. It's just funny, dude. It's messed up.
Number one, man, we're gonna get a hit for copyright and play on the weekend, I guess.
Was that his song? I didn't know his song. Well, we kind of talked over it, so I don't know what else to do, man. I don't know what else to do.
You interwebs.
Yes. Jimmy Lee says, to a certain degree, the Giants still get treated like a royalty by the New York media compared to the Jets. Maybe it changes after all this, but I think you're right.
Super Bowls in the last decade, bro. I don't know what the fuck Jets have ever done.
They won shit in the last decade.
2 decades. They got a Super Bowl pretty recently. As any other team in that state. So, yeah, for sure. What Yankees haven't won one lately.
That's true. The New York media is. They say it's the most brutal market to be in, right?
I mean, if you're a Knicks fan, it is.
Their media is tough. Like they ask tough questions.
Hey,
like our media, everybody talks about our media being soft. That's because they don't ask tough questions. They ask Weasley questions. They really have agendas here. If Kevin Sheehan, the only thing he wants is a rebrand. Because, we haven't done that 2 times since 2020. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Like, bro, stop listening to Neil from Rockville. Stop listening to Tom Libero's whiny-ass voice and his freaking Alzheimer's that's creeping in. Oh, I hate our media because our media isn't tough. They are Weasley. They don't know how to be tough. They just know how to be Weasley. It's the only way they know how to be difficult. We're doing the hard-hitting investigations. No, you're undermining everything. So when it fails, oh, hey, look how terrible it is. Let's talk about it. Let's go to the phones and talk about how terrible everything is. And when things aren't terrible, it's the name's terrible. You think the name's terrible. Then you get a bunch of nagas on there. Yeah. I think they should go back to the Redskins and honor Native Americans because I defend Native American culture. I do not appreciate these cultural appropriation people. That's another thing. You're going to tell me about cultural appropriation and saying it's cultural appropriation not to have the name Redskins.
Yeah,
I literally had someone on X tell me that.
It's the Sports Talk Radio. Phil's right. Sports Talk Radio is brutal up here.
By the way,
that's right. Don't forget, Jimmy is in the city. I think he's in the Bronx.
Yeah, I have the right to watch the Fast and Blacks if you're one of them. Their whole thing is
that okay, NYC media, like they just have an expectation. We're New York. We're supposed to be number one. If you ain't first, you're last, right? Down here, they hate success because negativity draws rating.
Yeah, there you go. It's not fun to talk about. To be normal doesn't draw ratings.
And here's the thing: I don't care how much Sheehan or the Junkies will tell you differently. Bullshit, because you wouldn't talk the way you do on the radio,
Yes.
you wouldn't bring up the topics in the way that you bring up the topics if you wanted things to be good.
100%. 100%. And of course, we got to end the episode on a high note. And I would be remiss if I didn't play our
Who's that coming on the goddamn pick and roll?
Our boy from Civ Sounds. I would be remiss if I didn't share something from
my favorite shit on the internet.
I just like them. Who is that on logo, man? I don't know. 15,000. Jordan never did that, fool.
Oh, no, he got on his back.
Sport.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. How come I can't tell if it's a left or right foot?
Yo, that's hilarious, man. He's got
How
the
come I
back.
can't tell if it's a left or right foot?
I love it.
She kept giving to one. Oh, brother, I like him, man. But we need to know who is that on the logo, man. Just give me 3 people. Who you think?
That's Big Baby Davis.
That ain't Jordan, man. He ain't do that move, man. Who that is? That's me. That's you? It's the invitation. Oh, man, I love y'all, man. Blah, blah, blah. Brother, take a ball there, boy. That's a nice shoe, though, man. You wearing that, man. I guess it's...
Oh, man. Never gets old. Never gets old. Who's that coming off the pick and roll? Never. Man, I feel like we should play another one. I got to find another
Just
one.
to do this, get some people's shoes.
That's all he does.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
He always finds the hood knockoffs.
Man, I went to the flea market. I seen some of those exact shoes in the flea market, dog.
Okay, here's another one. Here you go.
Brother, look like you got him on the wrong foot, man. What the hell?
Oh, man, he's shaking a little girl,
How
bro.
you doing, man?
That's a dude.
That's a grown-ass man.
Yes, indeed.
Is that a grown man?
At least you got him in sport mode, man. At least you got him in sport mode. That's good, brother. Got 3 things, man. Got the little toe. Let me rub. Let me clap, clap. Oh, man. I like him, though. I like him. Got the little swag. Summertime fun.
Yeah.
Cookout shoes. Take them off there, boy. Thank you, man. I guess I'll see you next time. Oh.
Oh, dude, love that. If you ain't seen that dude, man, you got to go follow that dude on YouTube, man. Civ Sounds. You would be
That's
SLV
the
sound.
content we need in this world.
Yes, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Bill Bullock says those are better than the first one.
The shark croc slippers slides, whatever you want to call it.
Bill
Philip,
Bullock checking in says he just got
out
back
from
from Norfolk. I was just
Hey.
down there a couple weeks ago.
we don't get to see Phil Bullock too much. Sometimes he works night shifts. Sometimes we don't see him at all. But so we appreciate you checking in, man. Marcus says
He said them red ones. It's better than never look like them dev
Dev
kicks.
Who's that coming off that pick and roll?
Hey, man.
Nah, I'm telling y'all, Dev's fly. Dev rocks Balenciagas.
Yeah, I got Yeezy slides on right now. Look, wow.
Man, I'm a cheapskate, dude. I got some $10 slides, house shoes, man, that I wear. Oh man,
best things I've ever bought.
Feet, man, I have to wear the New Balance Trails.
I even got the pods, Steve.
The what?
The pods, the Yeezy pods that sold out. I got them like socks.
Yeah.
I got some of those.
You like them?
Yeah, I do like them.
Wow. Nice.
But these Yeezy slides, if you ever owned a pair, they're the best shoes that's ever been made. Best slides that's ever been made, dog. Like you don't want to ever walk without them. I want to find another pair. I can't find any. But
yeah,
definitely, like they're the most comfortable shoe I've ever stepped foot in, bro. I'm not even just saying that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, I still say the best slides ever were the old Adidas ones back in the late 90s.
I got some of those old ones too.
I still have a
my old ones.
They don't wear them. They had like the little knobs of the sole were like these little.
No, I like the ones without the knobs. They're like
the rubberized,
memory cushy ones.
Hurt mine.
Like the rubberized ones, like
hated those. I like the ones that were flat.
Whatever this shit is in here, dog. That shit right there is the best shit ever, dog. I don't know. what Adidas was doing when they made these motherfuckers, bro.
Man, I bought these bitches at Walmart in Kansas in 2018.
I'm proud to say I don't own a pair of Crocs, bro.
These aren't Crocs. These are flops.
Knox.
Knox.
These are.
I don't have any Croc-like shoes.
I own 0 Crocs, people.
I love Crocs, man. Crocs are the best house shoes, dude. I just went for house shoes. I don't wear them at the house, but they are so comfortable.
Or Walmart.
See, I got a pair of like Jesus sandals that I'll wear if I need.
Yeah, Crocs, man.
My stepson will wear Crocs everywhere, dog. That motherfucker will wear.
Oh no.
I look at Crocs. I'm like, there's no way your feet will sweat like a mug in those things.
Yeah,
I got a pair I took to Iraq in 2006 that I still have, man. They're perfect shape. I just don't wear them anymore, but they last. They last, man.
Did you make any friends with Iraqi people while you were there?
No, because my security clearance would question me otherwise. But I made some acquaintances. I'll say that from a business perspective.
Oh, it sounded like you got some sucky.
Sound like you got some prostitutes.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say it like that. I tried to do code word like sucky, some hot too.
I used to carry bags of $10,000 cash to give away for rewards, weapons. We called it the small rewards program, but I was allowed to carry $10K in cash. I just had to have a receipt. Never really.
Steve, you had like the $1 million man gimmick.
No, I mean it was like it was.
You know about that, right?
Stupid program. So we were, hey, give us the tips to where these caches are. All they were doing was putting their old weapons in a hole, and we'd pay them, and they would go buy new weapons. But hey, we get the gun off the street.
So it's funny you said that though, because okay, it's the $1 million man gimmick. Little insight into wrestling, since I always gotta find a way to worm that in here. Ted DiBiase's gimmick was the $1 million man back in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They literally gave him an expense account so he could live the gimmick. Like he was allowed to go to the finest restaurants. They gave him $2,000 cash just to carry around. This is in the 80s.
Just to have the image.
Just to have the image. They're like, if you walk into a bar, you buy everybody a drink. It's like they told him to do this.
Damn.
And they would just say, just send us the receipts and we'll reimburse you.
Yeah, that's funny.
Now that tells you that's a commitment.
Yeah.
You are the $1 million man. You must act like it. So you always got the best.
So he had to act like he had a house nigga too.
All that.
The butler. The denture.
By the way, I have a man.
Virgil was his name, right? Wasn't it Virgil?
Yeah,
Virgil.
I met Ted DiBiase at church. I've met Ted DiBiase at church before, like no lie.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's somewhere a picture somewhere of me as a kid and Ted DiBiase and Brad. Brad has the picture. He says on Facebook sometimes. When we were kids hanging out with Ted DiBiase, man, he was the coolest guy ever. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a preacher now or something, by the way.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, snap! Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Kind of a scam similar to the Brett Favre thing.
Oh, jeez.
But it involved the scamming the church instead of the government.
Dre says New Balance memory foam joint from Prince and Princess in Georgetown. New Balance memory foam slipper slides house shoes. I have to check them out.
Yeah,
I don't like paying a lot of money for them though. I'm cheapskate.
I feel like I don't want to wear New Balance because I'll feel my age at that point.
That's all I run in, dude. I just bought $160 running shoes, man. They make the best running shoes, dude. They are phenomenal. Fresh from 880s, man. Worth every.
If I'm going running shoes, I gotta get the Adidas gel, not the Asics Gel Nimbus.
Yep,
because they
good shoes.
They fit. If you wear your shoes on the outside of your feet, they actually are structured to prevent that
pronation.
Yeah, I have overpronation.
I got some of those toe
I have
shoes.
to buy the trail shoes. I can't buy shoes that like you can if you can twist them like this. I can't wear them.
You don't get the toe shoes from Vibrams. You ever had
I got a pair.
I got a pair too. I love them.
I look like a lesbian.
They don't work. I don't have any arch support anymore. My arches are. I have plantar fasciitis. My arches are gone, so I can't walk barefoot around the house. I cannot.
Well, I have high arches and it pushes my foot out.
I can't. So
I've had. You know what sucks? Have high arches and plantar fasciitis.
I don't see how that's humanly possible without being extremely painful.
I had it for a year, dude. It was because I wasn't buying the right shoes. So it just the only way I could fight the pain is to just walk. The more I would just stand up all day to avoid pain. If I sat down and got up like 10 minutes later, I was in dire pain.
Yeah, I think I miss about college the most those foot massages I used to get for track.
I will say this: dropping weight helped too.
Yeah,
Start going to the gym and everything, just like and it cured itself. But I had the wrong shoes and too. But Yeah, have high arches and plantar fasciitis. People look at me and they're like, "You look hurt." Like, you have no idea.
Look like your feet hurt.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everyone tuning in with us tonight, man. A little bit of all sports. We'll be back Thursday. I think we're gonna do what we've been planning to do. We've been. So here's the funny thing: we've been talking with Anthony Armstrong. If you guys know us, know our history, we've had Anthony Armstrong a bunch of times on here, going back to 2020 on this podcast, and great dude. He's making his rounds, but we put him on the schedule last month to come on 2 weeks ago, but he was on vacation. We've been just bouncing around because our schedules don't line up. And finally, we're going to have him on this Thursday, former Redskins wide receiver, but he's making the rounds, man. But he's been on every other content creator show this week and the last week too. So it's just kind of funny.
Like, damn, dude.
I know, but he's a great guy to talk to. He's so friendly. He's so fun. So on Thursday, we'll have former Redskins wide receiver Anthony Armstrong on here. And just a disclaimer, we've been talking with him. We've known him for years, so it's not like we're just copying everyone. But it's good to see him on everyone's show. It just seems like we're just going to be the last ones to have him on this window. But good dude, and we're going to do the Mount Rushmore of Washington football and Commanders, not Redskins. So bring your top 4 players. Post Redskins. We said players, right, Dev? No coaches. So top 4 players from the Commanders, Washington football team, right here. Phil doesn't like for your Mount Rushmore. And I think we also said top 5 quarterbacks of all time, or top 4 quarterbacks of all time.
I talked about doing that too. Yeah.
Jimmy Lee says, did any of you misogynists watch the WNBA All-Star game?
I did. I watched it.
I get some.
Enrique got the fuck off, man.
I just had no interest. I can only watch so much sports at one time.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I caught a little bit of the 3-point contest. But Saturday night, man, it was Saturday night. The skills competition was Saturday. The game was Sunday, but we were at the pool till 10 o'clock on Sunday.
My real question is, why does Paige
I was bowling Saturday night, and Sunday night I was running errands, and then I was at multiple breweries. So no, I did not.
Yeah.
Why does Paige Buchers dressed like a 45-year-old black man, bro? How come no ever? I mean, pull up a random picture of Paige Buchers. She dresses like a black 45-year-old like myself dresses like.
I don't know. Real quick, I didn't get to show this. Phil brought it up, and I forgot to show it. But the U.S. men's 3v3 team is right here. If you haven't seen it, Kenyon Berry, Jimmy Fredette,
Jimmer Fredette, people.
Kareem Maddox and Dylan Travis, all over the age of 30. That's your 3v3 Olympic men's basketball team right there. There you go. And I do want to show the women's team too, though, Phil, before I
do that. I'm pulling up Paige Buchers.
I thought that was them at the bottom. I was like, wait, that was the women's team.
National teams, the Olympic Games roster. Here you go. Sierra Burdick, Derica Hamby, Ryan Howard, and Haley Van Lith.
So this is what Steve's talking about. Right here. Oh, not Steve, but Dev.
Haley Van Lith from Louisville, baby. I think she played Louisville.
So apparently this is how 45-year-old.
Man, look at the other pictures, not just that one. I'm talking about an everyday attire, not like an ESPYs award shit, like everyday shit.
Who is that?
That's Paige Van.
I don't know. I mean, she definitely got some.
Her mom's black, by the way. Like her mother raised her as black.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Mama didn't raise her.
Dark skin black too. But put on just look up Paige Buchers pictures and they'll show.
That's what I did. That's
45-year-old black man.
Yeah, all good. Phil said, "Do y'all live stream our games?" We don't, Phil, because we would get extremely copyright stricken for that. Although we haven't done is do something like this during a Commanders game, which if everyone's open to it, I would do it. It would be hard. It would be much more informal, I would probably have my headphones out. It would be kind of
We can practice it during preseason, maybe.
laissez-faire, because 3 hours is a long time to do a stream. But if y'all,
we have a live chat in the Facebook group.
You do have that,
and it will get 600-700 comments, and I have to moderate it because somebody's got to tell everybody and their mother, game day posts go in the comments section. Stop spamming the feed. Somebody's got do that.
But
so usually
we can try it. We can try it. Other people do it. If you guys would be interested in doing a live stream during a Commanders game that we're not at, which is probably most of them, then we can try it. Maybe we could try it during the preseason, like Dev said, and if it works, then maybe we'll continue. But I'm drinking, hanging out with my kids, and watching games. So I would think about it for sure. We can try it. Uptown Dre, salute my brothers. Great content. Thank you for tuning in as always. And if y'all are watching us on Twitter, man, there's like 200 of y'all on Twitter. Flip over to YouTube, hit that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. If you're watching, there's 12 something people now. If you're flipping back, just hit that like button. We would also appreciate
Jump
it.
on over because
we'll try it to you. We'll see how it goes.
It sucks when and let's be honest, all right. I hate because it sounds like I'm e-begging, but it's like you got all these eyes that are looking at you, and you can't turn it into anything because they're looking at you on the wrong platform.
Yeah.
So,
One day it'll all be interconnected.
You're on Twitter. Just go over to YouTube real quick. Hit the like button, all that. Let's jump up the algorithm, because we've caught a wave a few times. We want to turn it into something, all right? You want Washington Commanders content. You want this Monday night sports mayhem. You want that Phil String content. Whatever it is that we put out, bring more eyes to it, all right? Y'all follow us for a reason. So, obviously you like it. Make sure other people can like it too. We want to make this a bigger community, right? We've been trying. And here's this: we have a Facebook group, we have this, we have that, and we're trying to pull them all together into one spot. And it's been hell because the different social media platforms don't always like to play well with each other either. So it's what it is.
Yeah. Dre says, show a plethora of them clips and the content. The game stream will prosper, homies. Yeah, man, that is the intent. Phil Bullock says, charge a few dollars for your time. I'm with the support. Hey, man, that would be cool. We appreciate it. OnlyFans.
Deluxe.
Better late than never, man. We're just wrapping up Deluxe.
Better late than never. No, I was going to say, Phil, I am thinking about doing what I call just doing straight up dono streams. Like I'm going to get on here and be on here for like 6 hours. And I'm going to watch a full game, commercials and all or something. And we're just going to talk about, we'll pause it. We'll talk about what's going on, things like that. And we're going to watch like old games, right? We're going to go old school. We're going to feel good. I have so many lined up to do that with. I did that with a clipped version of a game, and those who were here, they liked it. So I want to do that. Phil Block says that's Phil. Not everyone don't have Facebook or IG. That's why we're trying to funnel everybody to YouTube. Believe it or not, as much as people complain about YouTube, it's probably still the best platform out there. I will never take this thing to Twitch, and Kick is insane. And nobody watches Rumble or Odyssey, so here we are.
Only fans.
Steve out here trying to sell Dev's feet pics and my hole.
Dev stream on OnlyFans. Let's go. All right. Hey, we'll be back Thursday with Anthony Armstrong. We're gonna be doing the Washington football team and Commanders Mount Rushmore. So bring your top 4 Washington football team Commanders players of all time, not Redskins. We're keeping this 2020 and beyond, so it's got to get a little creative with. We haven't had that many. The list is harder than you think. We played Anthony Armstrong's a couple weeks ago, and he was on vacation. He was kind enough to send us a video, but we'll talk to him again on Thursday, and we'll extend that. And also,
it's the best players post name apocalypse.
Yes, post transition a team with no name, and I think we did also say we wanted to do top quarterbacks of all time for this franchise, right? That's what we said? We said top quarterback, top 5, top 4. Yeah. I forget the number. We should probably keep it 4, right? Keep it 4 since we're doing Mount Rushmore 4.
Yeah.
top five. We're a top five crew, man. We do top five. So bring your top five Washington quarterbacks of all time, but your top 4 Mount Rushmore of Washington football team and Commanders. So, yeah, Jimmy, it's got to be a little bit of a thought in here, man. Not too many names. 2020. We all know one person who's going to be on there. It's no question. We know Scary's going to be on there everywhere, but other than that, man, it's up for grabs. Might even see some Heineke's. Will Heineke make anyone's list of a Mount Rushmore? I don't know.
If
he could.
You should be spayed.
Yep. And appreciate Marcus over at Sports View 2 on Facebook, spreading the word and love for all the podcasts. So, hey, man, we love everybody. We'll see you guys Thursday, 8:35 p.m. sharp for our Commanders weekly live stream. And this might be the last Sports Mayhem we do because we're going into camp. This week I'll be at training camp next Friday myself, so hopefully I'll get some good coverage. We'll see how it goes. You never know with the coverage and what they do for tampering and watching on phones and stuff. It's weird rules every year, so we'll see. Try to get you guys some content and a vlog while we're out there. So, but yeah. Other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in for another live stream of Command This, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. I love each and every one of you guys, man. Y'all be safe, be good out there, and take it easy. And as always, peace. Inhale. We out.